From the Virgil, a production of the A&A Media Group and Consider It Done Productions. Award-winning, aging, and awesome. Here are your hosts, Kai Sisson and Aaron Breen.
Welcome. We are so very excited that you're joining us here at the Virgil, our live studio audience. We are here near Midtown Reno, and we are mid-holiday season with Thanksgiving behind us and so much more ahead of us.
And for the holidays and for this particular show. Coming up tonight, we're going to delve into the holidays just a bit. The Better Business Bureau is here with a few warnings about holiday scams you want to watch out for. And also for our friends at Eden Home Health and Hospice, they're going to be here for a special look at the importance of spending time with our older loved ones during the holidays. And of course, we'll take a spin in Kai's cab.
But first, we have an inspiring look at a special group of artists who go their own way during the year, but always stay in contact and always come back together for their annual holiday project.
And they all know how art helps them personally and how it can help others too.
So they create art for the holidays and use the proceeds for a heartfelt cause. They do this every single year, and they call themselves the Botanical Buddies. Have a look.
And we went out there to see the birds.
And it was fall at Sorensen's. It was gorgeous.
I took a signage class from him in Oakland.
Meet the Botanical Buddies.
I'm Paula. I used to live in Reno. I worked at the NICU, and now I'm living in New York City.
I'm Sue Gorman. I'm from Southern California. I've lived in Reno for 20 years. I used to teach high school art.
Hi, Joan Carpenter from Reno, Nevada. I was a school teacher for 37 years.
My name is Joan Baker Gardner. I grew up in Carson City, Nevada, and I taught elementary school in Douglas County for 29 years.
Hi, my name is Susie Fountain. I'm from Reno, and I used to work for Northern Nevada Children's Cancer Foundation as a bookkeeper.
I'm Sandy Lane, and I live in Reno. I'm from Incline, where I taught elementary school.
I'm Chris Cheney. I live in Deerfield, Illinois, north of Chicago. I, for 30 years, lived in Reno and was a professor in the College of Education at the University of Nevada.
In New York, to step to the park. And
Oh, right across the street. In fact, I'll send you all a picture from my balcony.
They concentrate on seasonal flowers and trees and fall leaves. And when those are in short supply, they improvise.
So we do feathers, we do fruit, we do vegetables, we do a lot of nuts.
Yeah. They formed this group 12 years ago.
It's just gratifying to paint and draw beautiful things, and it's a form of meditation for me.
I don't consider this a class, this is our therapy. We get everything off our chest for about a half hour, sit down, have coffee or tea and cookies, and get down to painting.
We've become extremely good friends. We're a very good support system at this point.
Those who no longer live in Reno actually zoom in to stay a part of it.
And so we started Zooming maybe back last March, and we've just kept it up, and it's been a very good reconnection for all of us to sit in our space and draw and talk for a couple of hours and catch up with each other. It's helped me stay connected with my friends in Reno.
Stunning.
We just talk like they're in the room, show each other our work and what we've done over the week.
Because it turns out, sketching and watercolor aren't solitary mediums.
You feed off each other. We all paint differently. We all see things differently.
You can all look at the same leaf and draw the same leaf, and it's all going to come out different. We express ourselves in so many different ways. Some people have a heavy hand and do things really bold and dark, and some people do very dainty, light things. So we have a style.
Well, when you try to make a nice clean edge and all of a sudden...
Yeah.
If you're just painting by yourself, you're not getting the inspiration that you would be getting from others.
All that energy goes into all this art, which becomes their annual Christmas project of creating packets of note cards for family and friends, and then they sell the surplus cards to benefit children.
All the profits go towards the Northern Nevada Children's Cancer Foundation.
Joan Carpenter works for the foundation and gets a lot out of both. At the foundation, she gets
just satisfaction in knowing that I'm doing something to help others.
And here, she gets all that this group has developed into over the years.
You actually sit down and you concentrate on something. Everything else in the world is someplace else, you know? So it's just an enjoyable time to be in close friends. We're there for each other, no matter what.
This year, their cards will focus on graphite drawings and succulents. They'll be available at Marcy's Gifts on Lakeside Drive and other Nevada-based stores.
What a great way to head into the holidays, right?
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Breen. Now don't go away. We still have so much to get to. Eden Health deals with a very somber topic, but they have some tips for making even a tough holiday special. We'll hear from them shortly, and we'll tell you how to stay safe from scams when shopping this holiday season with the Better Business Bureau's Scam Tracker. But first, we reconvene with Aaron Breen right after this short break.
Thinking about moving or downsizing? You should meet my good friend Marsha Rambo with Realty One Group Eminence. With over 35 years experience and specializing in helping older people. If you're looking for a home that better fits your lifestyle, Marsha is the right person for you.
Thanks, Joe. I'm Marsha Rambo, and I'm a realtor. I'll help you find the right home at any stage of your life. Whether you're considering selling your home or making a purchase, give me a call at 775-395-9133. Together, we'll make a plan that will best work for you.
Call Marsha today and tell her I sent you.
Eden Home Health is Northern Nevada's highest-rated home health for quality of patient care. You have a choice. Ask your doctor for the best in-home health care, Eden Home Health. And Eden Hospice. The personalized care team at Eden Hospice is dedicated to focusing on your loved one's quality of life during a difficult time. Eden Hospice's mission is to ensure dignity for every patient. Find out how Eden Hospice can help your family by calling 841-6123.
I'm a former football player from the 60s, and believe me, I know Medicare.
Wait a minute, this guy doesn't know which Medicare plan is best for you. He teases benefits that may not even be in our area. And then, when you call, someone in a cubicle across the country sells you something. The Medicare store team lives here and works here. They give free, unbiased, personal Medicare advice. Trust the Medicare store, not the football guy. Come on by or visit themedicarestore.com. Hello there. Now, I don't know if you've noticed this, but big retail is taking control of our shopping. I don't want to be paranoid, but I've noticed it. It has admittedly been a slow but a steady progression, but it is happening. It used to be that we decided what we wanted to buy and when we wanted to buy it, and the stores, they complied. You know, they were Johnny on the spot with all the seasonal clothing, the time-relevant supplies, and the decorations. But over the past few years, they have taken control. They tell us what to buy and when to buy it. Now think about that. They now stock back-to-school supplies in July. Halloween seems to be stocked up in September, and Christmas, they start that in October. And you know what? We buy it all up. You know why? Because they are in control. They decide to put everything on sale, and they do it really, really early too. And then they only order what they actually believe they'll be able to sell. And then you know what? They don't reorder it for fear that they're going to be stuck with it. So rather than making it convenient for us, they make it convenient and profitable for them. And we comply every time. At least I know that I've learned that if you don't pick up things when you actually see them, you can easily just be out of luck. This year, I picked up pumpkin pillows, Halloween socks for the kids, and an extra bag of bones. You know why? Because you can never have enough bones at Club Breen. And I did all that in early September because it was all on sale. And then when the Christmas decorations go up at Home Depot, and if you don't buy up every replacement light bulb for Christmas that you see, you're going to be out of luck again. Because once that initial shipment is sold out, they are not reordering anymore. It's kind of like that toilet paper hoarding thing during the COVID pandemic. It seemed kind of crazy and ridiculous, but we become conditioned to it. From pumpkin spice, everything happening in August, to buying bathing suits in February. Now, I gotta go, because I hear Easter supplies are due out late this month, and even though I know I'm gonna be driving there in the snow, I don't wanna miss out. For Aging It Awesome, I'm Erin Breen.
Reconvene with Erin Breen is presented by the Medicare Store. The Medicare Store is local and gives free, unbiased, personal Medicare advice. Visit the Medicare Store today.
Do you or a loved one live in a nursing home? Do you know that you have rights? All residents have rights guaranteed by the Federal Nursing Home Reform Law. They include the right to be treated with dignity and respect, to privacy, and to develop a comprehensive plan of care with the staff. Other rights include the right to be fully informed about care and treatment options and to file grievances. There are protections in case of involuntary discharge or transfer. Know your rights. For more information about residents' rights or questions or concerns, contact your long-term care ombudsman program. They are advocates that promote and protect the rights of residents in licensed long-term care facilities. Visit www.theconsumervoice.org for more information. That's www.theconsumervoice.org. Theconsumervoice.org.
Even with more than 1 million people cared for by hospice each year, the decision to call hospice is never easy. However, at Infinity Hospice Care, many families tell us they wish they would have contacted us sooner. And with hospice being covered by Medicare and most insurance, the decision to get your loved ones the help they need is even easier. Plus, the registered nurses at Infinity Hospice Care are available 24/7. To learn if we can help, go to infinityhospicecare.com.
I thought there was nothing people could do about scams until I found Better Business Bureau's Scam Tracker website. There, I learned about scams in my area.
I lost a lot of money.
And I shared my story too. I was offered an online work-from-home job. I spent all this money on course training materials, but there was no job. So be careful.
Thanks for sharing that.
You're welcome. Better Business Bureau. Start with trust.
Living at Lakeside Manor, an independent senior living community in the heart of Reno, means pleasure for the residents and peace of mind for their families. Rooms are available now, starting at $15.80 a month. Take a tour of Lakeside Manor today.
Welcome back. Scams, oh boy, are bad news any time of year, but they seem even more egregious during the holidays. We got Tim Johnston here, he's with the Better Business Bureau, with some tips on how to avoid any holiday scams that might be out there. Tim, a lot of us, we're encouraged to shop in September, October. Are there any scams waiting for us, for those of us who might have waited to shop?
Online purchase scams continue to be the bane of existence, really. We see an increase of risk when it comes to online purchase scams at this time of year because people are going online. As we take a look at reports to BBB Scam Tracker through August of this year, more than 35% of those reports dealt with online purchase scams, and 3 out of 4 people have reported losing money. So this is a risky type of scam. We're hearing about supply chain issues, inflation, increased costs for businesses, and so finding that discount is probably going to be tougher this year. And what we know is that if you are buying on price alone, chance of you getting taken is significant. So make sure that you don't use price alone as your only indicator for making a purchase this year.
That's so interesting. So if it's too good to be true, it probably is because of all the supply chain issues and inflation. That's a great point. Online shopping. A lot of people do it. Maybe not a lot of our people that are watching, maybe, but a lot of people do it. What else do we need to be looking out for when it comes to online shopping?
So online shopping, the scammers are tracking you just like normal marketers are. They have access to the tools. And so when you're scrolling through your social media and you happen to see that item that you've been searching for at a great price, they know that's going to entice you. And so they may trap you that way and get you to fall for that scam. Also, if you're looking for that hottest item, for that loved one, that grandchild that you have, that hottest toy, why scammers pay attention and they'll put it out there and say that it's in stock and have it at a great price. So again, drawing you in. It's really important that if you are buying from somebody that you are not familiar with, you've never bought before, do your research, because if you don't do your research, our research shows that you will probably get taken.
I know the BBB came out with an extensive report on gift card scams, and I'm sure that's going to continue into 2021 and 22 and beyond. So tell us about gift card scams.
So when we talked about that, I told you that gift cards were scammers' favorite way of getting your money. And I'll tell you that if somebody demands payment with a gift card, you know that they're a scammer. But in this case, you're buying a gift card for a gift. And so what should you be looking for? Well, make sure you're buying from retailers and stores that you are familiar with. If you happen to find something online through some brokerage or online auction site, possibly it's you're buying a stolen card or something that comes with $0 on it. So you don't want to find yourself in that situation. And if you're buying them at a store, make sure you're taking a look at it. Has it been manhandled, tampered with? Because scammers will look for the information on the back, the numbers. Once they have that, they'll lay in wait and put it in, and as soon as you fill that card, they'll take that money. So you want to make sure that that card hasn't been tampered with.
Yeah, right, buying them from legitimate sources. If someone asks you to pay them with a gift card, that's a scam. Don't do it. Any questions from our live studio audience for Tim here on scams?
I notice when I'm on my phone, ads pop up and then people want me to follow them and buy stuff. Is that a scam?
That's a good question. Many of us, when we're shopping online, like say for a new shirt, if we don't happen to buy it and then we happen to be scrolling on our social media, you might see an ad pop up for a similar shirt or the same at a really deep discount. So it's possible that it's a scam. It may not be. So it's really important that you do your research. You can check them out at bbb.org. And if you do get taken by a scam, would encourage anybody, whether or not you've lost money, to report it to our BBB scam tracker.
Great question. Tim with the Better Business Bureau, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you.
Closed captioning for Aging and Awesome is brought to you by...
At Reno Eye Institute, you'll get the attention you deserve from a doctor who cares.
Well, my eyesight was declining fairly rapidly, so I was recommended to see Dr. Freeman. The surgery was an excellent success, and he was great to work with. I enjoyed it, and he was very professional at all times. I would strongly recommend Dr. Freeman and his staff.
At Reno Eye Institute, our focus is you.
Now accepting new patients. Call Reno Eye Institute today at 451-7268.
Welcome back to Aging and Awesome. The holidays can certainly be a hard time for a lot of older people who live alone and who have family who perhaps live far away. And so COVID has certainly exacerbated the holiday loneliness. But, during the holidays, it couldn't be more important to remember all of our aging loved ones. So I'm joined by Sherry Alexander, a nurse with Eden Home Health and Hospice, and thank you so much for joining us for the holidays.
Thank you, Erin. It's great to be here.
I was thinking that maybe during this age of COVID, we've all had to learn how to Zoom. Do you think that's helped with loneliness, or has it made it harder?
Well, I think you could look at it two different ways. I think the pandemic certainly has brought to light the need for communication with our loved ones, and being isolated when you're older, many people are already isolated, and so this doesn't help. So with Zoom or FaceTime, things like that, I think a lot of folks have been able to reconnect with their families who live far away and so forth, but it can also be difficult because not everyone is tech savvy and they feel intimidated just at the thought of having to use FaceTime or a Zoom call.
And it's always nicer to be in person.
Absolutely,
right?
Yes.
So a lot of times at nursing homes and assisted living facilities, people create events and are there. If you live alone though and are not in a facility like that, what are some ideas on how you can, kind of fight loneliness?
Well, I think you almost have to bring people to you, maybe in your own home, have a little get together at lunch and maybe have everyone bring a little something, have a potluck, get your girlfriends together, things like that. It's always nice. And they were able to congregate and develop some really great relationships.
And that way, it not only helps you fight loneliness, invite people in and kind of create your own social circle, but you're also helping other people out in the community.
Exactly, and I think one begets the other, and so once you kind of get started, even just having a friend over, during the holidays, or a neighbor, it's a great idea to just, we all kind of want to hole up sometimes if people are lonely, they have a tendency to want to just be left alone. But I couldn't, encourage one more than to get out there.
Because it really helps your mind.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. You'll feel better, if you do it, just taking that first step.
So does anybody here have any other suggestions on things that you do for the holidays to kind of fight loneliness and spend time out?
As a resident of Lakeside Manor, a retirement home, group home kind of thing, a lot of decorating takes place. And we really try to get into the spirit of the holidays.
I'm from Lakeside Manor also, and I would love to hear some church send their people to sing Christmas carols up and down our hallways.
Well, I don't have any family here in Nevada, so my friends are my family. And it's been a tradition at Christmas that I go to my best friend Marsha Rambo's house for Christmas breakfast every year.
Wow, those are all great ideas.
Yes, I love those. I think as a community, we all have to reach out to our neighbors and help each other out. And during this time, be aware that it can be a little bit lonely for some people. And so it's good to involve our friends and our neighbors and get
that's
together.
What the holiday should be about, right?
It's about having fun. Yeah.
Oh, thank you so very much for joining us. Sherry Alexander with Eden Home Health. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Erin. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Breen. Now don't go away. My cab is just pulling up. Find out if our traveling trivia will stump my latest passenger or if they'll triumph right after this.
Life is story. Pages of amazing adventure and narrow escapes. Bold steps taken, races run, chapters on love and hard lessons and new beginnings. Your life, your legacy, our privilege to serve. Morningstar Senior Living.
NV Legal Docs LLC, they are the Trust Masters, is a proud sponsor of Aging and Awesome, providing affordable wills, trusts, and estate planning document services. They are much different than your typical expensive law firm, offering flat fee pricing customized for each family. Having a trust is so important, and the NV Legal Docs team will explain at their no-cost, no-pressure seminar. Book your spot today and give them a call at 775-683-3100. Living trusts. Don't leave Earth without one.
Why enroll in a Senior Care Plus Medicare Advantage plan?
I love Senior Care Plus because it is a local organization. It is a health care plan that is here in my hometown. There is a wide variety of doctors and medical facilities that I can use, and the customer service is local too.
Enroll now at seniorcareplus.com or call us today at 775-982-3158.
If you're dealing with a serious illness or going through treatment, you don't have to do it alone. Infinity Hospice Care provides palliative care through Nevada Care Connect to help with symptom management, emotional support, and the care you need. Treatment can begin any time during an illness, during and after treatment, and all of it from the comfort of your home. Nevada Care Connect will work directly with your doctor and specialist to ensure the treatment you receive is exactly what you want. Learn more at nevadacareconnect.com.
The wind is blowing. Lord knows where this cars are going. Welcome back. Oh, she likes that. Everybody, welcome back to Aging and Awesome. Welcome to Kai's Cab. We got a giggler back there. It's Lynn from Lakeside Manor.
Thank you.
How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
A little chilly out there.
It is.
That's quite the winter coat.
Thank you.
Are you breaking a sweat? I don't know if it's that cold out.
I'm not.
Good, good. Well, Lynn, welcome to Kai's Cab. It's a fun time. You know the rules?
No.
Get 3 out of 4 questions right today, my friend from Lakeside Manor, and you will be the fantastic winner of a great prize. Chocolate, you ready?
Yay, cool. Yes.
Yay, cool. Free stuff. All right, Lynn, question number 1. Which of the following sports was not in the ancient Olympic Games? Is it A, swimming, B, jumping, or C, wrestling?
Jumping.
Ancient Olympic Games, jumping, is that your final answer?
Yeah.
Oh, Lynn, it was swimming.
Oh.
Maybe they didn't have, they had swimming pools, but I guess maybe not the Olympic ones where they have now where they're going 100 meters or 400 meters or whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
But that's okay, you can get one wrong, Lynn.
Okay.
We're gonna get the next 3 right, okay?
Okay.
We still got a lot of roads to travel as we circle Virginia Lake.
Okay.
Okay, question number 2. Goulash is a type of beef soup in which country? Is it A, Hungary, B, the Czech Republic, C, Slovakia, or D, Ireland?
The Czech Republic.
Goulash, is that your final answer? Czech
Yeah.
Republic. Lynn, it was Hungary.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. Was that a hard one? That was a hard one.
That was a hard one.
Was that just your educated guess?
Yeah.
Oh, Lynn, I'm so sorry you didn't win the cab today, but thanks so much for being willing. You know, that's what takes a lot of bravery to get in here.
Yeah.
And I always like to ask all of our contestants, you got 15 seconds to say anything you want to the whole wide world. What is it?
Believe in God.
Amen. I believe that too. Thank you so much, Lynn.
Thank you.
You have a great day.
Kai's Cab is presented by Senior Care Plus, the only Nevada-based not-for-profit Medicare Advantage plan serving Washoe County and Carson City. Senior Care Plus, for the healthiest reasons.
Coming up next week, a story of hope through Northern Nevada Hopes. We're going to show you the services they offer and the people that they're able to help. That's next Saturday at 7 o'clock on CBS Northern Nevada for another great episode of Aging and Awesome.
But before we go, we can't miss this anymore. It's just too much fun. We got Van Botanical with the string beans. His violin case is here. What do you got tonight, Van?
All right, Kai, here we go. John O. Walker of Spanish Springs writes, Van, you've played the violin your whole life. Just what is the difference between a fiddle and a violin? I get this question quite a bit. And the answer is actually pretty easy. When you first buy it, it's a fiddle. But when you go to sell it, it's a violin.
We do want to thank the Virgil, our live studio audience, and all of you who tune in each week, and to our community stakeholders who make all of this possible. A big thank you to the Trustmasters,
The Medicare Store,
Marcia Rambo with Realty One Group Eminence,
Morningstar Senior Living of Sparks, the Better Business Bureau,
Eden Home Health and Eden Hospice,
Nevada Aging and Disability Services Division,
Lakeside Manor,
Infinity Hospice Care,
Reno Eye Institute, and Senior Care Plus.
See y'all next week.